Welcome back to BVarsity Live. Zach Ewing, Justin Roberts with you. Frontier and Stockdale split the first two games. Stockdale easy in game one, 25-16. Frontier hangs on to win game two, 25-23, so now a best of three. Chase Rogers will get us started for the Titans. Big hit and a kill. Lauren Klein, who else?
We'll have to see. I'm kind of curious to see how Frontier plays in this third set. They have shown to be somewhat of a slow starting team this last few matches. We'll have to see if they're going to be their MO for the season, or if Stockdale can flip momentum around and pick up this third set.
2-0 Stockdale now early in game number 3. And Klein over the net. They're going to say she's too far over the net.
I think that's the correct call. Klein's got to allow the opposing player a chance to hit the ball on their side of the net. One of the hardest things to do is restrain yourself in that situation.
And there is the kill from Lemon. 3-1 Stockdale. Some quick stats through 2 games for you on the Stockdale side. 11 kills for Sophie Ralphs, 10 for Lauren Klein. They each also have a block. And how about 4 aces for Sydney Lemon? On the Frontier side, 5 kills apiece for Morgan Sharp and Paige Getman, 4 for Shelby Frank, 2 kills and 3 blocks for Carly Cornford. Big hit from Roll, and she gets the kill. It's 4-1 Stockdale.
Frontier having a little communication issue on the last offensive possession, allowed Stockdale to set something up. Didn't get the swing off they wanted, but it's still a score nonetheless.
Davis now serving for the Mustangs, and she's after an ace and got it. Big start in game 3 for Stockdale, 5-1. Middle set for Frank, and you talk about a long approach. She wasn't even in the picture when she started that run.
No, I love that offensive play. Frank has started off in serve receive on the right side of the court, loops around to the center of the court with Getman going up as if she was to hit, but Frank comes in and slams it home.
Delaney Sorrell now serving down 5-2. Davis the back set for Klein, but she's just going to have to set that one over. Another long run up for Frank. Stockdale's got to scramble for it. Getman, way wide. She was late in getting to that ball.
Got a little timing issue. I like the idea of a quick set. You're only going to go up against one blocker, I should say, most of the time. But it is also much more advanced play when it comes to timing.
6-2, Klein serving. Now Sorrell will set for Camarillo.
Camarillo having a fantastic match tonight. One of the toughest places to swing from is on the right side of the net. You have to let the ball cross your entire body before you make contact. And Camarillo's 3 or 4 kills just from that position tonight.
That was indeed her 4th kill of the night.
Nice
Big
dig.
Big swing from Rowe, but what defense by Frontier, and it earns them a point.
A great dig in the back row. Frontier doing whatever they can to get it back over the net. Sometimes it just finds the floor.
So now 4 serving 6. Frank still at the line. In the middle, it is Sydney Lemon. And now Lemon will serve. 7-4 Stockdale. Tied at a set apiece. BVarsity number 1 Clovis North playing Clovis East tonight. They win the first game to the Broncos, 25-21. Davis over to Ralph's. Big hit. Nice dig by Frank. And now she'll hit from the back row, and she was hitting like she was in the front row. Eight, 4. Smale hits. Stockdale's there, but a couple of communication problems. They have to send the free ball back. Smale with a chance, and she has the kill.
Sharp angle from Smale, tough to defend and well placed. Picks up a needed point for Frontier.
Getman now to serve. Titans trail 8-5 early in game 3. And it'll be an ace, straight to the head referee off the serve receive. A nice little run for the Titans, 4 of the last 6 points. Back within 2. Ralph's big hit off Getman for the kill.
Great set by Maddie Davis. A quicker set push to the outside, one of the tougher sets to do in volleyball. But because of that, it beats the block and allows for a free seam.
And Ralph's hit a thunderbolt.
Yeah, great swing.
9-6, nice serve from Vieira, and it is an ace. Hairy moment there as it came over the net and almost fell in. Crystal Vieira gets the ace.
Savannah Sorrell needs to take a step up. Vieira has a sharp downward spin on her serves.
And this time it goes into the corner, and a joust at the net won by Sophie Ralphs. Frontier wanted an over call there.
Yeah, could have gone either way.
But just a little bit of an overpass, and Ralphs was there. 11-6. Another hard serve. That time Smale had to dive forward to get it. Davis back to set for Ralphs. Dug by Frank. Smale from the left side is wide. And right after Frontier pulled within 2, 4 in a row for Stockdale, and the Titans call timeout. So a nice start for Stockdale in the third game, 12-6. Winner here, obviously a huge advantage, needing to win just one of the last 2 games.
Seems as though both teams like playing on the near side of the court on your screen and not so much the far side. Sometimes the case because the student sections are over there and tough to play in front of sometimes.
Just means it'll come down to the coin flip in the 5th. Both student sections on that far side of the court. Stockdale actually staying in this timeout a lot longer than Frontier. So Maria Colat's taking advantage. Interesting to listen to Judy Rexroth on BVarsity Live last week. But she said that Maria Colat's the queen of in-game adjustments in this town as far as volleyball coaches. She is not afraid to tinker with things right in the middle of games, whereas other coaches don't want to mix it up too much. And you wonder if Colat's saw something after that game 2, or perhaps in the middle of that game 2 when Stockdale started to turn it around. Sharp off the block, though.
Nice quick set in the middle to Sharp. So versatile Sharp is, can hit from the outside, the right side, but I think she's at her best in the middle against that single blocker.
Kuntz to serve now for the Titans, down by 5. What about that, Justin? You obviously have been around coaching, volleyball coaching, your mom for many years, your sister. In-game adjustments are kind of that double-edged sword because you don't want to throw too much on the fly to your players, but you also want to be able to make adjustments if you do see something.
Well, as long as you're not messing too much with serve-receive positions, you should be okay if you have the athletes that can make those type of adjustments. And the type of adjustments she's talking about would be certain offensive situations, maybe trying to take advantage of a certain rotation. I don't think she's changing her positioning up too much. She's trying to take advantage of some weak spot that she likes.
And another point for Frontier. You did mention that not in a match, but in the season, she's made a fairly significant adjustment, switching to the 5-1.
A massive adjustment. I don't think she could have made that. I mean,
you don't do that in the middle of a match.
Yeah, she's very good. I don't think she would have made that adjustment. That was a huge adjustment, changing her entire offense up, and she's done a great job getting her kids in tune with that change.
So that off the net, and it is a point for Stockdale. That ended a 3-0 run for Frontier.
Something that Maria does better than anybody around when it comes to timeouts, I believe. She never takes one home with her unless her team is rolling, of course, but she is not afraid to call them early and make changes as quickly as possible and let a game get out of hand.
Vieira had to hit from the back row. Well, they're going to say that's a back. Oh, it went outside the antenna.
I believe it hit the antenna on the way down. Ball would have been flying out anyway.
So Frontier back within 3 with Rogers serving, 13-10. Big hit for Rouse, received by Frontier. Big hit for Frank is long. Not a lot of long rallies in this third set thus far. Bakersfield leading Centennial 2-1, but the Golden Hawks with an 11-5 lead in the fourth. That over at Centennial. What defense by Stockdale. Frank thought she had a kill. And now the block. And now
both teams.
Stockdale.
Here's your long rally, Zach.
Stockdale thought they had a block. And finally, Lauren Klein puts it away. Fantastic point defensively for both sides.
Look for Frontier to push this ball to the outside to Frank.
Ralphs will serve. 15-10 Stockdale, tied at a set apiece.
I think Frontier's got to get the ball to Shelby Frank in this situation. Only one blocker on the outside.
Instead, they go to Cornford on the other side. And Frontier was in the net. It was Cornford. At least that was the call. Seemed like a late whistle.
I just think, Zach, it's a mental mistake to throw a back set in that situation where there's going to be 2 blockers and a tougher angle to hit instead of pushing the ball to the outside to your top hitter with only 1 blocker there. But you get the ball back anyway on a service mistake.
Service error will bring it back to a 5-point deficit. Savannah Sorrell towing the line for the Titans.
Good deep serve.
Davis sets Klein on that slide. Stockdale would love a run here to put this third game into the bank. They've had several runs with Davis serving tonight. And Ralph's actually on the bench, or in the back row, excuse me. Too long from Getman. And now things are starting to get away a little bit for Frontier in the third.
Yeah, Frontier got the offensive possession exactly as they needed it. Still wasn't able to get the ball to the floor. Stockdale finding a way to keep it off the floor, giving their team opportunities to score.
Short serve for Davis, set for Getman. Received by Stockdale. Now Rowell with the chance. Good defense by the Titans. Free ball for Klein. Carly Cornford hits, and she is wide. Frontier starting to spray the ball a little bit now. And Steve Bentley wants to talk about it. 19-11 Mustangs. as they take control of this third game with a 6-1 run. Again, we mentioned Centennial Bakersfield in a battle, perhaps headed for for 5. Here, Stockdale looks like they're headed for a 2-1 advantage. And as the music blares here in the Titans gym, Trevor Horn asks the existential question, turned down for what exactly?
You know, you got to love this home atmosphere, having the control of the new technology lights. You can turn them on and off instead of having to have them heat up. And great sound system in this gym. They get a good turnout from the student body, and it's really a great home atmosphere for Frontier. But Stockdale playing very tough in hostile territory, looking to go up 2-1 in this match.
Back set, but having to run up there is Frank. Sidney Lemon with a nice hit, forcing a scramble for Frontier. Rowell.
Great dig in the back row.
Sorrell with that nice dig. Long rally again here. Now Frank with a clean shot, and she hits it.
Nice job by Frank. The set was a little behind her where she wanted to be. That time making an adjustment to put topspin rather than just power behind it. Was able to bring the ball in play and a point.
Delaney Sorrell will serve for the Titans, who trail at 12-19. Garces and Liberty tied at 2. They're headed to 5. Looks like Centennial and BHS could be headed to 5. We won't know yet, but there's a big block for Frontier. Getman and Frank.
Sounds like a good night for SWYL volleyball.
Par for the course from what we expected, I think. Although I believe last week we only had the 1-5 setter.
You're right.
That was here at Frontier. They beat Liberty.
Stockdale trying to force the ball to climb there.
Frank with a huge hit across court. Back within 5. Keep an eye on Maria Kolat. She won't want to let this lead slip away too much. She had a nice 8-point cushion. It's down to 5.
I would think it'd only take one more.
Klein. Well, forget that. Lauren Klein steps in.
Way better than timeout.
That's right.
Is a kill.
I don't need a timeout to say, get it to Lauren.
Yep.
20-14, and Lauren will serve. Stockdale covers its own block nicely there. Frontier, Frank off the antenna, a point for Stockdale. Back in control go the Mustangs. 21-14. The serve goes out. Frank will serve now for the Titans. They trail it by 6. Got to get going here. Getman punches it over. Miscommunication on the Stockdale side. Easiest kill Paige Getman will ever have.
Yeah, she'll take that one, absolutely. This is the rotation that Frontier has to make a run on.
They're within 5.
The big hitter, Lauren Klein, in the back row.
And again, you wonder, and the bounce of the ball, unkind to the Titans that time, rolled right off the net back onto the Frontier side. 22-16 Stockdale. Lemon serving. She hits it deep. Set for Getman in the middle, and she missed. And now the Mustangs closing in 2 points away.
The Titans having some timing issues on that quick set with Getman and Sorrell hooking up. Sydney Lemons had a nice night serving tonight.
Here comes Camarillo. She's blocked. And it is set point. The Ralphs block.
I think that's a mistake by the scoreboard. Oh, no, I'm wrong. I thought he called it out of bounds off the block.
It is 24-16. And it is a chance for a 2-1 lead for Stockdale if they can finish this point. Ralphs, too long. So they'll have to do it on the side out. Getman will be the server. Clean pass, clean set, clean kill from Cameron Rowell, and that is the third set in favor of Stockdale. Mustangs win it 25-17. They move into a 2-1 lead here at Frontier on BVarsity Live. We'll be right back with Game 4 after this.